Let's bring in Dr. Ashish Jha this evening, Dean of the Brown University School of Public Health. Doctor, it's great to have you. I tweeted earlier today that it feels like the end of an era in a way. How big of a step do you think this is?
Yeah, Carl, thanks for having me here. It's a really big day. This is, I think, a day that we will remember. It marks a shift in the pandemic because basically it's acknowledging that vaccinated people can go back to normal and can do most of the things we were doing pre-pandemic. And that is really, really terrific news.
What do you make of Meg's point about enforcement? And what are we going to do with people who are going to claim, yeah, I was vaccinated, but they weren't, and they take their masks off anyway?
Yeah, so I think, first of all, we don't want grocery store workers, restaurant workers trying to enforce these rules. That's not possible. It's not a good idea. What I have argued is that states should leave indoor mask mandates in for another month. The reason I say another month, because that's about the time that we need for people who started getting vaccinated April 19th, when everybody became eligible, to be fully vaccinated. After that, I think the idea is to push people who are unvaccinated to get the shot, but know that if you're fully vaccinated in a space where there are unvaccinated people unmasked, you're still safe. You're not going to get the virus. You're not going to spread it to others. And so you still remain safe. And that's, I think, the best we can do at this point with this policy.
You know, the CDC, sadly for them, is having to weigh in on all parts of American life. But one question tonight is, what if you're a parent, fully vaccinated, your kids not vaccinated? What's the mask policy then?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'm in that position. I have 3 kids, 2 of whom are about to get vaccinated because they're 12 to 15, but one is a little younger than that. And the challenge here is how to think about this. My take is that with your vaccinated kids, you can obviously go indoors and do all the standard stuff. I'm going to ask my unvaccinated 9-year-old to wear a mask if we go indoors to some place like a grocery store, because I'm going to assume that there are other unvaccinated people who are maskless. So I think this is going to be the challenge. We're going to have to sort of have some kids still wearing masks for a little while in the indoor spaces. Otherwise, we're going to ask everybody to remain masked up for a long time. And I don't think that's where most Americans are right now.
Finally, the fall. Do you think we're going to be going in reverse, say, in 3 to 4 months?
I don't. I mean, I can imagine late fall if there is a bit of a resurgence. It is a bit of a seasonal virus. I can imagine for short periods of time having to mask up again, short periods of time having to do dedensification. But I'm hoping we can avoid that altogether. I really hope we have not just a great summer, but a good fall and winter as well.
Dr. Jha, always good to see you. Thanks so much for that tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.